Hey everybody, this is Vaughn Long, an enrolled agent here in Chesterfield, Virginia, part of Richmond, Virginia. We're back with our series here of dealing with the COVID-19 challenges, and we're going to talk about the $1,200 checks that everybody's heard about last week when the CARES Act passed on Friday. We're going to talk about the amounts, we're going to talk about the income thresholds, and then I'm going to do a follow-up video with some frequently asked questions that are already out there. Okay, so let's get started. How much is coming? It starts at $1,200 per adult. And the way they know this is they're going to look at your 2018 or your 2019 return. And I'll talk about that in more detail in a little bit. They'll look at one of those two returns to see if you filed single, married filing joint, or head of household. If you filed single or head of household, it's $1,200. If you're married filing joint, it's $2,400. Then you also get an additional $500 for every child that you claimed as a dependent. So let's a couple clarifications here. Number one, it's any child under 17. So if they are 17 or older, you will not get $500 as part of your amount. Just be planning on that. And the formula for this and how they're going to do this is an income threshold. So they've quoted this as high income taxpayers. And what is that? For a single individual, it's your adjusted gross income. That's what they're looking at for any of these. For a single individual, it's from $75,000. Once you cross over $75,000 in adjusted gross income, you're going to see your $1,200 check reduce. You zero out once you hit $99,000 of adjusted gross income. Now for married filing joint, just double those figures to $150,000 to $198,000. And if you're head of household, it's $112,500 to $136,500. And just not to try to get too deep in the weeds on the math, but for every child that you claim, you can add $10,000 on the top of those figures for when you would expire and have no rebate. Where do you find your adjusted gross income? You need to look at your tax return. So let's go return by year. For the 2019 return, you're going to find this on page 1, line 8B as in ball. For the 2018 return, it's on page 2, line 7. Now, just so you know, in 2017 and behind, the location for AGI was very different. They've changed the format the last 2 years for the 18 and 19 returns. So in case you want to compare to what you remembered and looked at over the years, for your 2017 return, you'll find your AGI on page 1, line 37. Now again, if you file 17, that doesn't get you the check. You have to have filed 18 return or your 19 return or receiving Social Security. And I'll go through those in more detail on the frequently asked question video to follow. Please shout out to look up localtogetherstronger.com because together we are stronger, and please support your local small business. Take care, everybody. Be safe.